his name was Christopher Cologne. So his family was Jewish. And in the country he was in, they had to transfer over or they were going to get kicked out. They had to become Christians. So why everyone thinks Christopher Columbus was a Christian, he grew up Jewish bloodline, Jewish family. So he put on a front. This is how you know it's stamped, though. This is how you know it's stamped. He set sail on August 3rd, 1492. The day after the expulsion of Jews from Spain, he took sail.
They was forced out.
They got kicked out, bro. And that's what it was. And they told him, they said basically, this is most likely what happened. He got kicked out. They knew he's still in his heart, he's Jewish. Hey, listen, Columbo, go and try to find homeland for you guys. So America was already promised to them. That's why they run it now. Bro, the shit was promised to them. And they were going to name America after Columbus. But before he got to America, savage. But guess the textbooks we read were...
I was just about to say, they told us what our whole...
McGraw-Hill.
Yeah.
And guess who McGraw-Hill is? Ghislaine Maxwell's dad. He owned that. His name...
All right. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachah Kodash, a double honor, some other apostles, a great millstone, and peace and citation to the hopeful members of the elect, the Bacharim, the house of David, that's been preordained, predestined, to get delivered in these last times, and to be the ruling governing body of the nation of Yashala. And what you just watched, all right, it says study finds Christopher Columbus, his real name is Cristobal Colon, a DNA compatible with Sephardic Jewish origins, which, no, they're not the real Jews. The real Hebrew Israelites are Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans primarily. But we've also been scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. It's like I'm a little under the weather, but we've been scattered. So we're gonna look like other nations, but your bloodline, your seed line, your nationality is determined by your father. Now, Cristobal Colon is a Edomite, but he's of the house of Amalek, the head tribe of Esau, Edom, which are the ruling class, the ruling people of today. Your international banking families all go back to Amalek, okay? The Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Rothschilds, all right? People that own, Vanguard and BlackRock, all right, they're Amalek, okay? Edomites, but of the tribe of Amalek. So, beautiful time we're in because everyone is, calling out these Amalekites, these Jewish people, all right, these Israelis, they're all being exposed. Everyone knows that they own dang near everything, all right? And if you try to expose them, if you call them out, you'll get demonized, all right? You'll be labeled anti-Semitic, which it's Shem first of all, and Shem had more than just it's other Shemites, all right? It's just not Israelites that's of Shem. Yeah, Moab, Ishmael. You see? Hell, Elam. But they're getting exposed, which is beautiful. What's going on over there in so-called Middle East, in that area of Israel and Gaza. The whole world is seeing what's really going on, how Israel is a tyrant, they're a bully, all right? Netanyahu is a genocidal maniac. You see? And everyone is calling them out. Hell, even other Israelis, all right, which some of them could be Jakes, but they're even calling it out, okay? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come, except there come and falling away first. That happened in 70 AD, all right? When, the southern kingdom primarily, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, had to flee out of that land because they were being besieged by the Roman army. All right, they went to the interiors of West Africa, and some of them scattered elsewhere, but a lot of them went into the interiors of West Africa. Okay, you had the Northern Kingdom already over here in the Americas, and then skipping through history, all right, the timeline. Then you go also bring up the transatlantic slave trade, all right. But we ultimately lost our heritage. Okay, it says, And that man of sin, who's the man of sin, Esau, Edom, be revealed. He's being revealed through the internet. All right? The son of perdition. He is the son of perdition. Damned. He's damnable. You can't help this reprobate person. But he's being revealed. I also want to say he's being revealed ultimately by the prophets, but the heavy lifting is through the internet. You know, it's one of the reasons why they want to cut off the internet. All right? Videos like this, mainly the prophets. Our apostles and elders been calling them out. All right? Going back to One West, they've been calling out these devils, exposing them. Okay? But you know, you have of today, you have, you know, these whistleblowers, you have you know, different podcasters like Myron Gaines, Candace Owens, Carl Tuckerson, you know. They're you know, ringing the bell, okay? But ultimately it's your prophets. You see? And it's mainly through the internet. All right, let me get the internet scripture. Psalms 19, verse 2. Day unto day utters speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. Right, it's ultimately going to the internet. You know, you can find this word, this truth, day and night. Brothers doing videos constantly and consistently. And again, we're the ones blowing the trumpet ultimately, revealing these devils, telling you what's going to happen, telling you this, you know, the Edomites, the ruling class, the international banking families, telling you their plans, what they want to do and succeed, their new world order, how they want to collapse world economies, usher in a digital, you know, currency, a digital system, which we already see it, but the next step after that is the chip, the MOTB, the mark of the beast. That's what it is, all right? And they're gonna use their technology to enforce this, to help establish their new world order. I mean, you already see AI on the rise, okay? Robots now, all right? But this devil, you know, he has his satellites, Palantir, all right? Like this is like, hey, this is that, you know, this is that, the Roman Empire revived all over again, okay? That fourth beast, all right? There's really no, if you don't have Yahweh Bashem Ashad, there's no escaping. Like there's no way to combat this person, all right? Because this man, you know, it was given into his hands to you know, have the fatness of the earth, to be blessed, and to rule by a sword, all right? And his sword has upgraded, okay? It has totally upgraded. All right, again, today, this man doesn't even have to come up to you physically in your vicinity. All right, he can just send a drone or shoot down lasers. Okay, send down a frequency, a pulse to mess you up, you know? But let's continue. Back in Psalms 19, verse 3, there's no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. You know, brothers that do these lessons, all right, on the internet, you can tune in and put in subtitles and read in your language, all right? Or now with AI, you can hear what a brother's saying, and, you know, you can switch it and they can speak in your language. This is the technology of the Most High ultimately. It says their line has gone out through all the earth, all right, through the satellites, you know. You do a video, you upload it, all right, and it's, you know, whatever device you're watching it on, it's being projected back down onto your device, you know. It says, and their words, the end of the world, and them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun, right? So ultimately, this is the internet scripture right there, and brothers been calling out this devil. Brothers been going into the plans of the Edomites, the international banking families. We've been revealing this devil. And again, it's mainly through the internet. It's like the heavy lifting. But yeah, brothers on the highways and byways teaching, all right? But, you know, brothers doing videos consistently, constantly, all right? But beautiful times we're in because this devil is getting exposed, all right? It's this Thanksgiving, which, you know, it's a pagan holiday. Don't celebrate this dang day, you know. If you go to families, you get you some food, you know, just do that. But don't be in no spirit of, celebrating, being thankful for what? We're still in captivity. Still got these deranged maniacs ruling over us. All right, we're still in captivity. There's nothing to be thankful. There's nothing to be thankful for at all. All right, if you actually know the origins of this day, how they slaughtered Native Americans, you'll think twice about celebrating this wicked holiday. Okay. So I just want to come with this. All right, quick lesson, but it's beautiful seeing this information being pushed out, which I've been knowing, and brothers been knowing, but now it's like the whole world is seeing, what's really going on, like the veil is being lifted. All right. So, hey, giving all praise, honor, glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahushai Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, and divine honor to my apostles of the millstone. Peace and salutation to all members of the elect. Shalom.